So there's a headline here from this article, and the headline is from a politician in the House of Commons. Was it the House of Commons or which one was it? It was the House of Commons. That 10.2 billion pounds worth of benefits were given to foreign nationals in the UK. So, and it's disputed within the article. It's going over the prior years like distribution about who got what, and it says that it's actually a much smaller percentage than that went to foreign nationals. Regardless, it doesn't matter. The principle is that when you have this so-called generous welfare state, when you're just giving money away to people that aren't working, I understand that on the surface it sounds charitable, but when the government does it, you got all kinds of fraud and abuse involved in that, and it also incentivizes basically lazy people or unproductive people to move to that location. We see this here in the United States, where you get a lot of criminals that migrate to places like California and New York City. And you see this in Europe too. I mean, you got migrants that technically could receive asylum in, say, Greece or Croatia or something like that. But those are, of course, those are poorer countries. No, they go the extra 1,000 miles to go to Germany, Sweden, France, and the UK because they have more generous welfare programs, more generous welfare states. So if you cut the money off, if you privatize the welfare system where it's private charity and it's localized, people know who they're giving it to, you would change the incentives, you change the behavior. You wouldn't have all these people coming into these countries. At least it would disincentivize the kind of behavior of traveling the extra 1,000 miles to, quote, seek asylum. I put that in quotes. Really, these are economic and political refugees. They're not war refugees. But anyway, I should say a good bulk of them. Of course, you have the issues in Syria, that civil war. But nonetheless, you still have large swaths of people from the Middle East coming into Europe. Basically, they're economic refugees. So anyway, I'll put a link in the description below. I didn't look too much into this. I figured this is maybe hearsay. But either way, the principle is the same. There's some degree of money that is going to these foreign nationals in the UK where it really shouldn't be to begin with.